Hello, third grade, and welcome to our reading skill for today. We're going to continue looking at fact and opinion. We will do a practice today together, and then on Friday, we'll do our final practice independently. Let's go ahead and begin. Fact and opinion. At the top, it gives us a practice. If something is true or it really happened, it is a fact. Now again, we can also prove that a fact is false. Or if something is what someone thinks or believes, it is an opinion. Now we're going to read a passage about sloths, and then on the following page, we will answer some questions and determine if they are facts or opinions. Let's begin. Sloths. Sloths are the slowest moving animals on Earth. It takes a full minute for a sloth to move 6 feet across the ground. You probably couldn't move that slowly if you tried. The sloth's body is about 2 feet long. It has long legs and curved claws that are 3 to 4 inches long. Their claws and their long legs help them climb trees and hang from tree branches. They spend most of their entire lives hanging from tree branches. The life of a sloth is not very exciting. Sloths have a round head, small ears, and a stubby tail, and sad-looking eyes, set in a dark-colored masks. The same shape of a sloth's mouth makes it look like it is always smiling. It has extra bones in its neck that make it possible for it to turn its head almost all the way around. Sloths don't put on much of a show, but they are very cute to look at. Sloths' bodies are home to many tiny plants and creatures. Tiny plants grow on the sloth's fur, making sloths appear to be green. This makes the sloths more invisible against the green leaves of the trees they live in. This is kind of like using camouflage, like we've been learning in science. Moths and insects also live in the sloth's fur. Maybe the sloth doesn't even seem to like an animal to these plants and creatures, because the sloth moves so little and so seldom. Giant sloths the size of elephants once lived in the places on Earth, including North America. Today, sloths can be found in the tropical forest of Central and South America. They eat leaves and berries. A sloth can stick its tongue out 12 inches. Maybe they developed this skill so they would have to move to reach the tasty leaves and berries around their resting spot, a physical adaptation we've been learning about. Their main enemies are jaguars, eagles, and snakes. Many tropical forests are disappearing along the sloths that live there. It would be a sad thing if these fascinating animals became extinct. And extinct means that they are no longer existing. On our second activity page, we will be circling facts and opinions. Now, as I'm going through these, I'm going to ask myself, if I put no, does it still make sense? That's probably going to be an opinion. If it's something I can prove to be true or false, then that would be a fact. Sloths are the slowest animal on Earth. Now, I could measure how slow they were and determine if they are the slowest animal on Earth. So that is a fact. It takes a full minute for a sloth to move 6 feet across the ground. I could watch and prove that that is correct. That's a fact. You probably couldn't move that slowly if you tried. Now this has a feeling attached. So that is an opinion. Sloths spend almost their entire lives hanging from tree branches. Well, we could track and see how much time in their whole lives they spend on tree branches and prove if that was a fact. The life of a sloth is not very exciting. Now, the life of a sloth is very exciting. That could change. That has a feeling attached, so that is an opinion. We'll do 2 more together, and then you'll answer the rest on your own. Sloths have a round head, small ears, and stubby tail, and sad-looking eyes. Now, I could look at one and see if it had all of these features and prove if it was true or false. So that is a fact. And the last one I will do with you. The rest of them you'll do on your own. The shape of a sloth's mouth makes it look like it is always smiling. Well, I could look at the sloth's mouth and see if it's shaped like a smile. So that could be a fact. Go ahead and read through number 8 through 16. Number 16 says, what is one other fact from the story about sloths? You can go back and find your evidence and write down your fact here at the bottom. Once you're finished with all of those, you can move on to the next activity.